Hello everyone, welcome to today's class or session. I am your trainer Maurice Monene. Today I want to take you through adding tables in MS Word. We may ask, why do I need to add the tables in my document in MS Word? But the main reason why we add the tables using the table feature in MS Word, it is because this feature gives us more options of formatting our table to make it more presentable, which we shall look at our later to make our document more appealing to our client. So the first thing that we need to do when we want to have or to write anything to our MS Word, we launch it by clicking the start icon at the taskbar, and when we click from the recent programs, you can look around. If you don't see the word, you can type on the search area, but for my case I can see my word here, so I can click on it to open. I can maximize to cover the entire screen. So from here you have various ways that you can start it. You can start from the template, or you can start from the blank. So I go straight to the blank. Then from here, for me to be able to add tables in my MS Word, I need to go to the menu tabs and then under the insert tab. Under the insert tab, I click on the insert tab. There are various command groups that are found in under this MS. Under this insert, we have the table, we have the illustrations, we have the media, groupings, comments, footer and header, text, and also symbols. But for this case, we are going to backmatch on these tables. So you can click on the table so that we can be able to add a table. And then here, there are more than one method that you can use to insert the table. One, you can insert the table by hovering around these cells. They give you a table. You can count the number of the columns that you need. Maybe if I need 5, I can count my cells up to 5. Then I also count the number of rows that I need, and as you can see, it is alive with a preview as I hover around these cells. Then I can click, and then there you see the number of the rows and the columns that I have clicked. They have inserted. Maybe if I wanted another extra from here, if there is another cell that I have forgotten, there is a layout here. This is the contextual. Maybe we can say this one is a contextual menu that pops up. If I click outside the table, it disappears, but if I click again inside the table, it comes back. So if I have forgotten something here, maybe I wanted an extra, I can just highlight on the layout there, and then I can insert it maybe to the right, and there it comes again. That is one way that we can be able to insert the table. Still, there is also another one way. If we are too much specific of the number of columns that we need, you can go still under the insert, then under the table, then you click on the table, then you can insert the table. Here there is a pop-up that comes asking you the number of columns, the number of rows that you need. You can be specific and give the number of rows and columns that you need from here. Maybe if you want 6, there is an incremental buttons, there is a decremental button. There you can increase the number of rows, you can also increase. Then you can leave the fixed columns, it be auto, and then you can click, and there you have your table, and there you have your table. So that is also another one, another way that we can use for this. Also, we can insert the table again by clicking on the table. Then you can manually draw your own table. You have the pen there. Then you can hold the left button of your mouse and then drag. Then you can subdivide using the pen, and depending on the number of the rows that you need. So that is the first row I am dividing. Then when I'm done with that, I can also draw the second row, and then I can drag again, then I can connect again, I can connect again by holding the left and dragging. Remember, I can do other extra things. After I'm done with that, I can click outside my table and the pen disappears. So still, if there is anything that I've forgotten, I can do other formatting to that table. So I can delete the table, and then I can also go to the insert. Then if I need, I can also get an table from the Excel. You see, if I click on the Excel, there is a pop-up of the Excel, and in this case I can be able to work out with the Excel in this Word, and the benefit of this is I can be able to use all the formulas and the functions that are found in Excel. So when I'm done, see, I have my table there. So that is also another way that we can work. We can insert the table. Another way we can get the quick tables. You can also get the quick tables from here. If it is a calendar that you need, you can just insert from the quick tables. If it is a matrix that you need, you can insert it from the quick table. You can, and there you have your own table, and then you can start editing it from there. I think this one, it is a converted table, which we are going to do at our later time. So those are different ways that we can be able to insert the table. So now, since we have known how to insert the table, let me get one of the table and then see how we can interact with this table. How we can interact with the table by adding the text, working out with the text. There is one that I have already written here. We can work with it a bit. So if I click on that table, you see it's a table that I have created. Maybe I have written the names, and then maybe here at the end I want to capture the total, and you realize that I don't have the total here, so I can just highlight this, the last column, and then under the layout here I can maybe insert to the right another one. So here now I can have, maybe I can write there on top, I can write totals. I can write total, and then here now I can be able to calculate the total here. And this I can do it without calculating manually. So what I need to do, because I'm working with the data, I just come up to the data here, and then there is a formula here, and then from there you can see there is a pop-up here realizing that I have a function. I want to sum what is in the left. So the data that is at the left, and because I want to sum what is in the left, I can just click OK, and there I have my total. Still I can repeat for the other, go to the same, then formula, and then here you realize now the pop-up is asking me if I want to sum what is above, but now I want to sum what is in the left, so I just edit that. I say that I want something that is I want what is on the left, not what is above. So I can just write there left, and then I can click OK. The same case I can do to the other one, but first of all I need to have this, then I need what is on the left, and then I can say OK. The same case with the other one, I need what is on the left also, and then I can say it's OK, left, and then I can say OK. So there I have my totals. What if I realize that I need to get the average for every column here? So what I can do, I can just add another row below the last person here, Morris, the last person. I highlight it, there is a pop-up here, I can just insert from here direct, and then I say below, and there I have. Then here I can write maybe average, because I need the average for the subject. So here I can use still the formula here, and then now here, instead of I having the sum function, I can use the average instead. And then remember, I need to clean the first one. So that I can leave, and then the average, then it is above. So there I have the average for math. I can also do the same for the English. So I realize I need also to get the average. Next time you're going to copy so that you can paste. So I can lab the first function so that I cannot have an error. So now here I can write it is above. So if because of us every time having to write it, we can come home. Okay, so we can say okay, so that's it, 7. We can repeat the same for the other, and and here the only thing that I can change, I can just even write average. I can say okay. You can also get for the science column. For the science column also, I need to have these being the average also. The average, and also I can have the average for the total, so that you can see the mean score for the class. So also here I have the average still here. And when I'm done, I can just click on that. You can see the average was 351.5. So remember, this one looks very plain. And still, if I need to move my table, I can just hold the side cursor here, the insertion here, and then drag it down. And if I realize that I need to say this is class 2, class 3, class 4, or whatever, or grade 2, I can just highlight here on the top, or just go click on inside I click inside that. Then under the layout, I can click here, and then I say insert above. Then here under the merge, I can merge the cells, and then you see now I've merged the cells, it is on. And then I can just have it being class maybe grade 4. Then for it to look so nice, I can bring this to the center by going home, and then under this I can click on the center there, and then I have it at the center. If at all I find this one is not good, also I can hover around until my cursor changes to this kind of looking, and then I can hold and drag it down also to resize, so that I can customize it according to the side that I want. And then if you look at this, it is much plain. So what I need to do, I can just click inside the table, and then there is a pop-up here. I can go under the design, and then under the design here, I can look on the table style groupings here. and the table style groupings here, and then I can look which pleases me, and then I can click on it. I can click, and there I have a very nice looking table. I think it's table. So that is how we can work around with the table. We can interact and we can insert. And that brings us to the end of our session. I was your trainer, Munene Morris. If you find the video helpful to you, you can consider subscribing, and also you can send, share, like, so that it can reach many students so that they can also benefit. Thank you.